Here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Haunted Man Cave, the series where I tell you some of the most haunted places in the world. Today, I'm going to be doing somewhat of a little different video. I'm not going to be talking about some of the haunted places in some of the states or cities in the US. Today, I'm going to be focusing on one park. That park is Disneyland. Not Disney World, Disneyland. I'm going to be talking about 5 ghosts that haunt the property of Disneyland. Number 5, Mr. One Way. Mr. One Way is the ghost of a man who died on Space Mountain in the 1970s and is known to haunt the Space Mountain attraction in Tomorrowland. He is known for having a red face with red hair and a red beard. He is known to sit down next to single riders who ride Space Mountain. Some people have mistaken the spirit as one of the living and even had full conversations with him, but once they get to the end of the ride, he vanishes into thin air. Number 4, Bogdan DeLauro. Bogdan DeLauro was an 18-year-old resident from Brooklyn, New York. Him and his brother decided to stay on Tom Sawyer's Island past park closing. After a few hours, they were bored and they decided to swim across the rivers of America to the main park. The younger boy did not know how to swim, so Bogdan decided to carry him on his back as they swam across the rivers of America. When Bogdan reached halfway across the river, he lost all of his strength and went under the water. The younger boy was able to doggy paddle to shore to get help by a cast member, but Bogdan's body was not recovered until the following morning. Today, the ghost of Bogdan DeLauro is often seen in the rivers of America. People have reported that they have heard a noise of water splashing out of nowhere. Number 3, Mark Maples. Mark Maples was a 15-year-old resident from Long Beach, California. He decided to ride the Matterhorn for what it would be its last time. When he went up the lift hill on the Matterhorn bobsleds, he decided to do something completely ridiculous. He unbuckled his seatbelt while the ride was going up the lift hill and decided to stand up on the ride. He lost his balance and fell on the track below. He was then hit by one of the sleds and his body dragged about 14 feet along the track when he eventually died. No lawsuit was filed against the park because his death was due to his own negligence. Today, you can no longer unbuckle your seatbelt on the ride. Mark Maples is known to haunt the attraction to this day. Number 2, the Haunted Mansion Ghost. Most of the hauntings at Disneyland are due to parents spreading their loved ones' ashes around Disneyland. Rides that are most popular where people spread their loved ones' ashes is the Haunted Mansion. One woman decided to spread the ashes of her son on the Haunted Mansion. Today, the ghost of a little boy has been seen on the exit ramp of the attraction looking lost and has been seen crying. There has also been the story of a cast member who saw the ghost of another cast member. There was one story of a cast member who was working on the exit ramp of the attraction. She saw the spirit of an employee wearing a butler costume who she thought was one of the living. She thought that the employee was there to relieve her of her position so that the current cast member could go to a different attraction, but when she turned around, the guy was gone. The cast member then unloaded a few more guests off the attraction, but when she saw the figure for the second time, this time the employee was wearing a tuxedo. The spirit tried to talk to her, but no sound was heard from him. The spirit then tapped the woman on her back. She then turned around to see an empty hallway, no one in sight. She then freaked out and went running out of the mansion. She quit shortly after. Number 1, Walt Disney. Walt Disney needs no introduction. He was the man responsible for the creation of Disneyland. While Disneyland was being constructed, he decided to build an apartment on top of the fire station on Main Street to stay while the park was being built. Shortly after Walt's death in 1966, a cast member then went up to the apartment above the fire station to clean it. She turned off the lamp in the fire station and went outside. She looked up into the window and she saw the lamp was still on. She then went back up to the apartment to turn the light off and went outside. She again looked in the window and saw that the light was on again. This time, she went back up to the apartment to turn the light off, and then, right in front of her eyes, the lamp turned on by itself. She then heard a disembodied voice that said, "I'm still here." Today, the lamp has been left as a tribute toward Walt Disney, as he is always in the park. Walt Disney is now said to haunt Disneyland forever, keeping an eye on his beloved park. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video of the top 5 ghost haunts at Disneyland. If you want to see more Haunted Man Cave videos, click here. And when you click there, you'll see all of my videos and all my playlists, all the other Haunted Man Caves. We have a bunch of other videos of haunted places in Florida, New York, Caribbean, Las Vegas. You name it, it's there. And we also have the Man Cave Sports videos there, so yeah. Check them out. See ya.